Michael K. Williams was pronounced dead at the age of 54 in his New York City apartment on September 6th, and an outpouring of fond memories about the thespian actor are coming forth from all corners of the internet. Williams is well known for his notorious role as Omar Little, the feared and brutal stick-up man from Baltimore on The Wire. However, many people who've worked with Williams from different projects or even ran into him in a Brooklyn bodega are still in shock and looking for answers after his devastating passing. People are now looking back on the fond memories they held with Williams, including his last Instagram post for some insight on how he was feeling in his final days. Williams shared that last Instagram post on September 1st. The video showed a Breakfast Club interview with Tracy Morgan, who passionately told friends and fans not to cry for him because there were people who are worse off than he is. This clip of Morgan comes right after his 2014 near-fatal limousine crash, where Morgan had to undergo rehabilitation. Morgan said, "Don't cry for me. Okay, I had a bit of a misfortunate accident. Don't cry for me, cry for others, man. My grandmother told me when you think you're doing bad, there's always somebody out there worse. There's people out there in the world with nobody to love them. How about that?" This statement rings especially true for fans when thinking about Williams' fully embodied life, even despite the sadness of his sudden death. He was a 5-time Emmy nominee, was heavily invested in the dance club scene, and became a choreographer, and was frequently seen having a wonderful day walking around New York City. As one person commented on the video of Morgan, "Of course your last post is inspirational for all, 'cause you're the best guy ever." Williams dealt with demons his entire life. According to Daily Mail, 7 months before his death, he opted to seek treatment for the deeply negative effects his famous role in Body Brokers had on him. Williams played the role of Wood, a wolf in sheep's clothing type of character, who essentially cons struggling drug addicts to seek solace in his fraudulent drug rehabilitation center. During a candid interview on the Tamron Hall show, Williams explained the way in which the Body Brokers project essentially triggered him, dredging up past experiences when he witnessed commercials featuring beautiful, elaborate rehabilitation centers, all while he was in the throes of drug addiction and crying himself to sleep. Williams came to realize, however, that the triggers were part of a much larger issue. He sincerely confessed, "I just started therapy, and really taking that seriously and starting to unpack, like you said, the critic in my head and what and how that has affected my actions, my responses to certain situations, my relationships." According to Williams, drugs and alcohol are merely symptoms of something else at play. Williams shared, "People often think that when a person puts down the drugs or the alcohol that all the problems go away. That couldn't be further from the truth." Along with his poignant last and final Instagram post, Williams left behind many loved ones. He had one child, a son named Elijah. He's also survived by countless extended family members, including a nephew, Arvance Williams. The grieving nephew was careful to point out that Williams was so much more than the characters he portrayed. He said, "You guys know him as the actor. We know him as Uncle Mike. We love him. My uncle was such a sweet person. A lot of the characters he played as mean and gangster. It was a joke because he was totally not that way. He was a sweetheart, a very gentle person. And I just look at some of the stuff he was doing on screen and I would just laugh because that's totally not him." If you or anyone you know is struggling with addiction issues, help is available. Visit the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration website or contact SAMHSA's National Helpline at 1-800-662-HELP 4357.